The Constitution of the United States of America. We the people of the
executive power
United
should be
States, in
vested
order
in
to
a
form a
president
more
of
perfect
the
union,
United
House of
States
establish
Representatives
justice,
shall be
ensure
chosen
domestic
members
peace,
of every
shall
second year, and the people of several states shall have the qualification requisite.
But that was written over 200 years ago.
Is it still relevant?
The world today is very different than that of our founding fathers.
Not really. The country was founded on people, not words, and people haven't changed.
True, but the words outlining our American way of life have changed. They always are.
But they've remained fundamentally the same throughout the years.
But the thing is, no one even knows the Constitution anymore.
Wait, which Constitution?
It's basically saying that we're a united nation. It's like rights given to citizens and stuff so that they can live more freely.
Constitution is what makes America America.
I think it's a set of rules that they set out for our country, like after we were separate from Britain.
Constitution is American way
To lay down the law, for us Americans.
It is written by the founders of our country, known as our founding fathers, and it is to mark the freedom that we had from the British.
The U.S. Constitution begins, let me think.
It begins by saying, this is the Constitution.
Oh, in something. I know that. That's all I know.
First Amendment is
the first one they put in.
Oh yeah. Isn't it?
It's not slavery.
I think it's the. It is the freedom of speech. No, it's not. But we'll go with that, because that's the only one I remember.
The right to vote. That's it. Unless that's in the Independence Declaration.
I have none.
Oh, isn't that the First Amendment, the right to bear arms or something? Okay, never mind.
The Constitution, the way I see it, is more than just a legal document, a guidance of government. While it does those things, the Constitution is much bigger than that. It's a unifying document. From its very first three words, we the people, it establishes a new type of nation that the world had never really quite seen before.
The Constitution is a living document. First and foremost, it's a roadmap, a blueprint.
The law of the land. It guides every aspect of our life. It is the supreme law of the land, so all of our laws have to fall within that overview of the Constitution.
Ultimately, shared ideas about government, about the rights of people, about the way rights are respected. That's what the Constitution serves to defend. Not the rights of the government, but the rights of us as individuals to express ourselves and to at the same time accept the consequences for what we ourselves do.
Wow, I don't understand how something so important can be so misunderstood.
It is important. It gives us a lot of the rights we take for granted.
Like what?
Well, the original Constitution, as it was written, was mostly designed to protect the rights of the state and define what the rights of the federal government were going to be. But the Constitution provided that ability to amend the Constitution, and so the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, have given us probably the freest society this world has ever seen.
The rights that the Constitution gives the American people are many. It guides every aspect of our lives, everything from freedom of speech, in anything that we say, as long as it's non-threatening, to freedom of religion, to rights if you happen to be accused of a crime, to limits on how much you have to pay in certain circumstances for a suit. The right to bear arms, for instance, the Second Amendment to the Constitution. So it allows citizens of the United States a great many freedoms, as many freedoms probably that you could have without infringing on rights of others.
Beyond the specifically enumerated rights, the Constitution has a promise to reserve powers not specifically granted to government to the people. So in that sense, anything not prohibited by the Constitution is, in a sense, automatically granted to the people.
We have freedom, and with that freedom, we have choices to make.
You know, this is why I keep the United States Constitution as an app on my iPhone, because the question is always coming up. Can they do that? And the answer to that question is always in the Constitution.
As you can see, a lot of people don't even know what the Constitution is.
Yeah, but the thing is, why would we even need to know what the Constitution is in today's world? Isn't it kind of outdated?
Actually, a lot of people feel the same way you do.
Of course. I use it every day. Like, freedom of speech.
Hang on, can you repeat the question?
No Constitution, no America. No America, no Constitution. I don't know. I really don't know how it's written. It may be written in Old American.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have all those amendments if we didn't have it.
Somewhat.
Daily? Well, I am able to, you don't have to like hide in your, oh, well one of the amendments is like freedom of religion. So I'm allowed to go to church and practice whatever I want to do.
Since I'm only 15, it doesn't directly affect me really, because I don't have the right to vote. I really can't make many decisions on my own without bearing consequence. It's just once you reach the age where you leave the house, then it really kicks in, you know?
Yeah, because I guess it influenced me.
It tells you like you can't be brought down by other people. You can't be told what you can and can't do. You have the power to control it.
And the freedom to worship my God when I want to.
It affects us from probably the minute almost that we get up. It impacts us. We have the freedom to make all kinds of decisions that impact our lives. The First Amendment has 5 very basic rights right there. On Sundays, we can go worship in any church that we want to. If you're not Christian, you can be Jewish, you can be Buddhist, you can be anything that you want. And you are allowed the freedom to worship any way you want.
Oh, I think every single time some water cooler argument about whether or not something is or isn't just or right or correct is really, in a sense, an argument about the Constitution.
The Constitution is what allows Americans to live so freely.
It's true. Us Americans have so many more rights than other countries do.
It's difficult to even exaggerate how much freedom the Constitution protects for us. Our very ability to get on Facebook, which most teenagers today do on not a daily basis, but an hourly or minute basis, is restricted in other countries. That Facebook's been banned, Google's been banned, Twitter has been banned. Simple aspects of expressing yourself are banned. Day-to-day activities for a teenager are not possible in places like China. Entertainment, Jon Stewart's Daily Show. In many countries, Jon Stewart would be permanently in prison at this point for his criticisms of the government. In the United States, you are free to be as disrespectful and as funny as you want to on TV. As long as there's a market for it, your views will can be expressed. The government's not going to step in and arrest you for criticizing the president.
Oh, the Constitution is relevant because it was designed to be relevant. If the Founding Fathers had not written it in such a way as to make it adaptable, then we would have long changed it, thrown it out, and started all over again, which most countries have to do. But ours is written with very broad language so that it's open for interpretation. We can amend the Constitution, which we have done 27 times, I think it's 27. And there is a clause in the Constitution called the Necessary and Proper Clause, which allows for, it states that we can create any laws that are necessary and proper in order to carry out the functions of the Constitution. So that gives us a great deal of breadth in how we do that. So consequently, we have adapted it over the years and have made it very relevant to today.
I never knew how lucky we were.
Yeah, obviously the Constitution is still very relevant.
It affects us every day. Thank you for watching Constituting America.
The Constitution helps put the unum in e pluribus unum, out of many comes one. That we the people, not we the many peoples, but we the people.
The Constitution of the United States continues to be the benchmark of individual protections and liberties for the entire world.